developing news. A Sterling Heights man is behind bars after being accused of domestic violence and then leading police on a high-speed chase through several cities.
The whole chase was caught on dash cam video, but the officer's use of force to arrest the suspect is now at the center of an investigation.
Our Gino Vici joins us from Sterling Heights from the police department with more on what happened. I do want to warn you that some of the video in this story may be disturbing.
Going through red lights at 90 miles an hour, it's a miracle that nobody was killed.
This is dashcam video of a high-speed pursuit involving a drunk driving suspect who was accused of domestic violence. Sterling Heights Police Chief Dale Dwojakowski says Gary Young's girlfriend called police after he attacked her on February 25th.
Assaulted her, ripped her shirt off, kneed her, struck her. A juvenile that lives in the home attempted to try to break up the fight. The suspect grabbed that juvenile by the throat, pushed her away, and at that time fled the scene.
The chief says while officers were still at the scene, Young drove by. Police then followed him and pulled him over a mile away.
What is y'all on? What's your name? What I did?
As you can see in the body cam video, Young was visibly intoxicated and repeatedly did not comply.
What's your name? Step out of the car. What were you stuffing down there? Step out of the car. What?
And talk about raising the tension of a traffic stop. It's a terrible feeling as a police officer to be there when someone's not complying and then putting their hands underneath the seat of the car. Highly unusual.
Young fled the scene, driving over a curb, but not before officers engaged a stop stick on one of his rear tires.
At that point, as he was leaving the apartment complex, he drove right at one of our officers. The officer had to jump out of the way.
A high-speed chase ensues, reaching 90+ miles per hour over 13 miles. Young nearly hits a pedestrian and barely misses crashing head-on into another vehicle while driving into oncoming traffic. The chase finally ends near I-94 in 12 Mile after 3 of Young's tires had blown out. He then tries to escape out of the passenger side of his SUV. Now we have to warn you, the arrest is graphic. Police released its canine to subdue him and tased him several times. Young continues to resist and even kicks one of the officers in the face. After roughly 60 seconds, Young is finally taken into custody. He was arraigned on 8 charges, including domestic violence, fleeing police, and he was also charged with his 4th DUI. Chief Dwojakowski says it's an unfortunate situation that could have easily been prevented by not fleeing police and putting so many lives in danger.
You know, the idea of, pursuits and how dangerous they are, I wish there was a better way to handle this, and I wish the suspects and the bad guys in these cases wouldn't do it. However, I'm not in control of those actions.
Even though Young posed such a serious threat to the public as well as police, the chief says any use of force involving his officers is always looked at by a third party. In this case, the Macomb County Sheriff's Department will take a look at the arrest to make sure there was a legal use of force. In Sterling Heights, Gino Vici, CBS News, Detroit.
The Sterling Heights Police Chief says 2 officers have been placed on paid leave while the Macomb County Sheriff's Office investigates the incident.